Derek Chisora against Deontay Wilder. This is going to be a cracking fight. I have no doubt about that. A real good quality heavyweight battle. Everyone likes a heavyweight fight. Wilder's supposed to be the next big thing in America. And as we all know, in his last fight, he ended Audley Harrison's career. He coped with Frankie. So I'm looking forward to this one as well. Another Liverpool grudge match. A real good quality.
Does it? It's taking part that counts. But yeah, what happened the first night then? What happened? Because I was expecting.
Explain it to you at the press conference after our rematch.
They did. Let's have a word with the man who's guiding this comeback, Frank Warren, Hall of Fame promoter. You've said that Tyson Fury's return to the boxing ring is a process, but negotiations going on for a showdown against the WBC champion Deontay Wilder. How advanced are those negotiations, and where will the fight take place?
All will be revealed next week.
That Tyson Fury's return to the boxing ring is a process, but negotiations going on for a showdown against the WBC champion Deontay Wilder. How advanced are those negotiations?
All I want to do is prove that I am the best. That's all I want to do. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about none of that. None of that that's irrelevant to this sport when it comes to the best fighting the best. When did we start caring about the social media followers? When did we start caring about money? Money and shit, because at the end of the day, no money is going in nobody's pocket but the fighters and the promoters. So why does that become a factor? The factor is the best should fight the best.
Now, just like I told you guys before, this Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight is nothing but a farce. It's operatic. It's fake. It's not real. This so-called fight was used nothing more than to just bring attention to Tyson Fury, two little bullshit ass fights, and to try to build some type of profile up for Deontay Wilder so he can ask for a bigger percentage in the fight. That's all that it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Actually, him doing that, he wouldn't be too wrong about it. You know what I'm saying? They would actually probably have to give him a little bit more. Now, that's a sleazy way of achieving some shit, but what do you expect from Wilder? But that's all this shit is. You could tell that that's all that this was about, because how do two men that's supposed to fight and supposed to be promoting a fight, do you notice the whole time, during the time they're supposed to be doing that, the only thing they did was talk about Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. Both of them. The whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? You guys are supposed to be promoting a fight, and all you're doing is talking about Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And Deontay Wilder says he's supposed to be done with stuff. He's done. I'm over it. I'm moving on to the next thing. Well, how you moving on when you still doing these interviews and you still quoting in these magazines and these websites talking about Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua and how something fell through and how somebody didn't want the fight if you've actually moved on? So that lets you know that's exactly what this shit was about the entire time. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, it's always this reoccurring theme on my page, and it's always people saying, what about the 50 million? What about the 50 million? What about the 50 million? So I'm going to go ahead and break that down by using Deontay Wilder's so-called crackhead offer $15 million fight. So they offered Deontay Wilder $15 million to fight, and Deontay Wilder claims that it's crackhead money. He claims it's about the same amount of money as the equivalent of an olive and 2 pieces of toilet paper or some shit like that. I don't know. Deontay Wilder's highest purse was $2.1 million. Okay? Now see, the thing about Deontay Wilder calling this $15 million crackhead money, and stay with me now because I don't want to lose you. Deontay Wilder's net worth is only $16 million. Yeah. Deontay net worth is only $16 million. So if Deontay Wilder is saying $15 million is crackhead money and $16 million is his net worth, and the net worth stands for everything that you have made minus all of your debts, then what he's trying to say and what he's saying is, in all actuality, that Deontay Wilder has been making crackhead money for this entire time he's been a professional boxer. Because if somebody paying you $15 million for one fight is crackhead money, then definitely getting paid $16 million for a 10-year career is definitely crackhead money. Now, am I lying? Exactly. So this is where it ends up with this 50-50 thing. Why is it okay for Deontay Wilder to turn down a record career high payday, but it's not okay for Anthony Joshua to turn down $50 million? You see what I'm talking about? Why is it okay for Deontay Wilder to turn down $15 million when his net worth is $16 million, but it's not okay for Anthony Joshua to turn down $50 million when his net worth is $45 million? What's the difference? Why is it okay for Wilder, but it's not okay for Anthony Joshua? You see what I'm talking about? All right. So that just deaded that whole $50 million right there. There ain't no more reason to talk about it. I'm not going to get into whether the money was secured or not, whether the money was there. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I can shortcut straight past that and just use it by that example alone. That's all that I need. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for Deontay Wilder to turn down a record career high payday, but it's not okay for Anthony Joshua to turn down $50 million when his net worth is $45 million. Does that make any fucking sense to you? No. And Deontay Wilder only is turning down this $15 million because he believes he should get paid off Anthony Joshua's popularity. That's right. Deontay Wilder believes he should be paid more because Anthony Joshua is popular. That's what it boils down to. Because certainly he doesn't think that this fight would be as big as it is because of him, or he has a major piece to play in the fight being as big as it is. You know what I'm saying? He most certainly can't think that, because Deontay Wilder, being the heavyweight champion he is, being the most dangerous man on the planet, and being that Wilder fans claim that he's more popular in the States than Anthony Joshua and whatnot, has never been on pay-per-view. You such a big star, but you've never been on pay-per-view your entire fucking career? Not even once? So most certainly you don't think you're the draw and you're the one bringing in all the crowd. Now, had Deontay Wilder been fighting anybody else, he would happily accept $15 million. He'd be overjoyed. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason why he's throwing a pissy fit is simply because he wants to get paid off Anthony Joshua's popularity. That's all it is to it. You know what I'm saying? He wants to get paid off Anthony Joshua's popularity. And this is the other thing. Not only did he call that $15 million crackhead money, but when it came down to his last rebuttal, his last quarrel with the contract, his last reason why he said he didn't sign that contract, because remember, when it comes to the best fighting the best, money and social media followers, all that is irrelevant when it comes to the best fighting the best. His reason for ultimately not signing that $15 million contract was, you ready for it? No date, no venue. Yep. No date, no venue. You know what I'm saying? Yet he signed a contract with Tyson Fury with no date and no venue. Okay? Why is this so important? Why am I bringing it up today? Because in case some people forgot or if they never knew, this past weekend, Deontay Wilder was supposed to announce the fight. That's right. This past weekend, Deontay Wilder was supposed to announce the fight. And it is now Monday. And no fight. See, I sat around on this video because I seen on September 4th, he said that he was going to announce the fight the following week. And since Wilder fans are such adamant people about once somebody say something, you know, they got to be held to it. And if they don't, they ain't shit. You know, just like Joshua and that 50 million and shit. And I was like, okay. See, Deontay Wilder, this ain't just a site where I just ripped it off of it. He's quoted in here. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder's quoted himself saying that he was going to announce the fight this weekend. So I decided to wait so you motherfuckers can see what I'm talking about. And sure as the sky is blue, the weekend came and went and he didn't announce no fight. Yet he claimed he didn't sign that $15 million crackhead money, which his net worth is only $16 million, because there was no venue and no date. So at the end of it all, his end problem with the contract was no date and no venue. It wasn't even about the money. That's why he said he didn't ultimately sign it. And that's why you guys didn't get your fight. Yet we're waiting on a fight now that doesn't exist. As of this point, I told y'all, man, this shit is just a farce. It's just made up. This is just something that they did to draw attention to Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. Just like a jealous female. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the attention of a guy by dating another man or some shit like that. Same shit. Y'all know it's real. Bruce Vane, I'm fucking out.
It's going to be a hell of a fight. That's all I got to say. If people just think we just doing this just to up one on Eddie them or whatever, they sadly mistaken.
Like I said, this is out the mouth of Deontay Wilder. See, this is different from Frank Warren say, it will be revealed next week.